Hello and welcome to lesson 2 of mastering direct-to-patient marketing, boosting your chiropractic practice with referrals, reviews, and strategic partnerships. My name is Jasser. I'm your host. I'm a digital marketing strategist. I have studied digital marketing strategy through Harvard Business School, and I am based in Alberta, Canada. So let's get right into it. So the first thing we want to talk about is the power of referrals. So what are referrals? Now, referrals may seem to you straightforward. They are when someone refers you. I think of them as acts of kindness. Really, that's what it is. Someone loves your business so much that they're like, I want more people to experience this. And it's a generous thing that your clients are doing. So we're happy when they do them. One of the problems, though, is when it's like random acts of referrals, when it just happens out of the blue one day, and then for 2 months you don't get any referrals, or a few weeks or whatever. A practice can't build itself that way. It can't scale that way. You can't predict your income that way. So we need something way more predictable, way more systemized, and it's built into your marketing that always happens automatically. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that. So there's a very big difference between organic referrals and incentivized referrals. My focus here is on organic referrals and incentivized reviews. And I think that's really powerful. If you leave reviews to just be organic, they're going to take a long time to come in. It's well worth incentivizing people to leave reviews so you can get them as much on scale as possible. Incentivizing a referral is a difficult thing to do in healthcare because you're depending and you're trying to encourage your patients to be your salespeople for you. It's difficult to be a salesperson. It's uncomfortable. It's awkward. Most of us are not good at it. Don't expect most of your patients to be good at it either. You're probably not even good at being in sales. So if you were, you probably would have gone to something else outside of healthcare. You would have gone for something that's commission based. It is very hard to get good at sales. Some people are natural at it, some people are not. So please don't expect your patients to do it. So again, I'm a very big believer in organic referrals and incentivized reviews. That I think is the perfect marriage. So why are referrals crucial for chiropractors? Well, it goes to show you how much your clients trust you. And if I'm getting a referral to a healthcare provider, a chiropractor in this case, then that carries a lot more weight than just an advertisement. Especially if that referral is coming from someone who is close to me, someone who cares about me. Maybe it's my relatives or a spouse or even a neighbor, someone who knows me well. I think that carries so much more weight than just finding you in the phone book or seeing your sign while they're driving by or something along those lines. That person who's referred you is an influencer in your client's life, right? So their influence in saying that you are a good chiropractor is very valuable for you. How do referrals lead to higher patient retention and satisfaction? When they come to you already knowing you're the expert, already believing that you've got the answer to their problem or you know how to help them out, they are going to trust you more and work with you better. That the suspicion is already kind of low, right? So with chiropractics in general, I think people have it in the back of their head that they could get hurt. Something could go wrong. Maybe this person's a quack. Maybe there's nothing to it. Maybe chiropractics is a bunch of junk. There's all those kinds of feelings, right? So we need to break down those barriers, and referrals help a lot with that because they're already coming with somebody who they've seen some progress and have explained to them their story and told them, before I was in pain and this person helped me, I had this ache and the chiropractor helped me, those kind of things. They're already coming to you with that. It's also a very cost-effective way to grow your business. With the vast majority of them, as I've said, organic referrals are completely free. They don't cost you any dimes, any pennies to acquire a new customer. So we really want these to happen and happen more often, but we need to have a strategy behind us so that they happen in a controlled manner and they're predictable. And they're not just random acts of referral like I've talked about before. I want them to happen for you on a regular basis. I want your business to be more predictable. I want you to know that your slow times are going to be diminished, that they're going to be few and far between, and that your business is going to be very consistent. And it's going to be very scalable. You can grow it. These are the kind of predictable factors we all want in our businesses. And referrals, I think, are the number one way to do that in the healthcare field. If I was consulting other businesses outside of healthcare, I would say something totally different. But in healthcare, I really believe referrals are number one where it's at. I just think most of us are doing this waiting for referrals to happen, right? Like that's not going to work. We need to take control and be in the driver's seat of our business. So how can you do this? Well, you can create a referral program if you want to. As I said, I'm not a big believer in incentivized referrals. So to me, this doesn't work that great. I've seen all sorts of businesses do things like a thank you card or a gift certificate or something along those lines, that if you refer our business, you get something and they get something. I don't think it works. I don't like it. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to teach it to you in this course because I just think it's a waste of your time. But if you want to learn that, there's lots of YouTube videos that can teach you that. It is just not where my passion and interest is. I've seen it tested. I've seen lots of different entrepreneurs try it out. It leads to very little, and it's a lot of effort for nothing. So I don't believe in it, not when it comes to chiropractors. Other businesses, sure, but not you guys. Leveraging patient satisfaction. Now, this is important. So if you've got happy clients, we need to let the world know about that. And I'm sure you do. I'm confident that unless you're a bankrupt chiropractor, defunct chiropractor, and you're in good standing with the organization and all that kind of stuff, that you probably have a lot of happy clients. But getting those clients to talk about it, getting those clients to share that, that's a whole other story, especially when there's privacy concerns, which in healthcare, obviously there is. So, like I said before, I do believe in organic referrals and incentivized testimonials, and this is where incentivized testimonials comes in. It is a good idea for you to have some kind of a contest or a giveaway, and if you can make it time bound and frequent, like so a monthly contest, it doesn't have to be a huge amount. Like you don't have to give them away a free trip to Vegas every month. I'm not talking about something like that, but something small, less than $100, that every single month you're giving away will go a long ways to getting referrals. If you can get even 10, 15 referrals per month in your business, 10, 15 testimonials, reviews on your Google every single month, by the end of the year, those 15 turn into, 180 reviews on, that is pretty powerful. Do that 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, before you know it, you are probably the most reviewed chiropractor in your city, if not your province or state. It can grow really fast. So this is well worth it. I don't think you're going to look at it and go, oh my God, how am I going to create the budget for this $100 giveaway thing? There are many things you can give away for $100. Gift certificate to a movie theater, a gift certificate to Starbucks, a big one, a gas card, something along those lines. One thing that I've seen work really well is Yeti coolers. Think about what's popular in your community, what you can give away, especially if it's something that's partnered with a local business, so you can get it at a cheaper price, even better. Because I really believe in supporting local businesses. If you do this, your local business that you are buying this from is going to refer back to you. So it becomes symbiotic. So anyways, think of what you can give away, and if you can do that every single month, and make a point of it. Have your receptionist give them a review card that maybe has on it exactly the instructions on how to give you a review. Did you know if you go on Google, you can go to your Google page on Google Maps, click on reviews, and then copy that into a QR code and make that into a business card that you can get printed easily at companies like Vistaprint or your local print shop, and make a whole bunch of those print cards and just say to them before the patient even goes into the appointment, as a receptionist, you can say, hey, Google reviews really help us grow our business and know what we're doing right. If you feel inclined at the end of your appointment to leave us a review, we would really appreciate it. After you've left your review, leave your name on this number, bring on this card, bring it back to me, the receptionist, and I will enter you to win that Yeti cooler sitting right there, or whatever it is you happen to be giving away. That is a really good way to grow your business. And for you as a business owner, it's a really good way to learn what your clients like, and maybe they'll mention what they don't like, and that goes with the territory. So that's up to you to improve it. So that's something you really need to leverage, and that's a great way to ask for those referrals. You can also make it an automated thing where they receive it in text messages or in an email, where you craft that really well and just set it through your automation once and forget it kind of thing. I very much like the point of somebody actually telling them that we want you to leave a review, like actually explaining that. I like that more than it being automated. I haven't done this test to know the numbers, but I suspect that if you make the point of it, you'll get much more engagement with it and you'll get more people filling out your reviews. But if you just don't want to do that, or you don't have receptionists that are good at that kind of thing, or you don't have receptionists at all, you can automate it. You can even make it as simple as just leaving a sign on the door. You can do that. Just know that the less of a point you're making, the less you're going to get uptake on it. This is important to your business, and this is something that's going to help you really grow, rank high on Google, show up first on Google Maps. This is vital. So I would make a splash if I were you. I'd really suggest that. Tracking and managing your referrals. So like I said, one really good way to track and manage your referrals is just simply get them to fill out the back of the card. So what I'm envisioning is on the front side of the card, it talks about the contest and a QR code. And for anyone who doesn't know how to use QR codes, maybe just written instructions. There could be a place on your website that says click here to leave a review. You just link them to your Google Maps and there you go. So the instructions are on one side. The other side is where they fill in their details if they want to enter the contest. This way they're opting in for themselves. It's less of a privacy concern, obviously, if they're the ones opting to it themselves. We all know that when you leave a review on Google, that's available for other people when they're looking at Google Maps. Google just leaves their first name. It doesn't do a whole name kind of thing. And they can leave a different name on Google if they really wanted to. They could do that kind of thing. But it is important that you have a system in place. Because if you don't have this in place that's well thought out, that's well planned, and has the supporting materials and the incentive, you're going to find yourself getting very few reviews. And very few reviews is unfortunate when I don't have a referral to come to your business and I am just looking for a local chiropractor. Now I don't have that trust built in. So how can I get that trust? I can get it through reading what other people have said about you and how they're referring you, how they're reviewing you. Now, let me be clear about something. Incentivized reviews is not incentivizing them to lie. They are still entered in the contest, even if they leave you a 1-star review. Even if they leave you a 2-star review, it does not matter. They can say good things, they can say bad things. What they say is irrelevant to them receiving the incentive. It would be unethical of you to say, I'm only giving away this prize to my top customers, my top patients who give me a good review. Do not do that. Enter everybody in who fills out their stuff. However, I think what you're going to find is that the natural inclination here is that people are going to leave you a review because they like you. It is unlikely you are going to get a whole bunch of negative reviews. You might see a lot of 4 stars and you might feel as a perfectionist that that's not good. Trust me, it's good to get a 4-star review. It gives authenticity and it makes the whole thing a lot more believable than if they were all 5-star reviews. However, I think that if you do this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, the vast majority of you are going to rate at 4.5 or above out of 5 stars. Just the law of numbers. There's going to be a lot of people happy with you. There's going to be a lot of people leaving 5-star reviews, and the averages are going to work out. Don't panic when you get your first 2-star review. Don't panic when you get your first 1-star review. It's not a big deal. The number of good reviews out there are going to wash out the bad reviews. But what is important is when you do receive a bad review, we need to follow up on that. We need to publicly comment on what we did wrong and how we are going to correct that. This is something called Hug Your Haters. There's a whole book about it by Jay Baer. I really recommend you read it. Hug Your Haters. I'll put in the link below. But when we do receive negative reviews, we don't run away from them. We embrace them as an opportunity to improve our business and do that much better for everybody. Okay? So be under the complete open expectation that you will get negative reviews, even if you incentivize people. So some action plans. So right away, what I want you to do, first of all, if I taught you anything in this video that helps you feel more comfortable about reviews or referrals, I'm going to talk about referrals specifically a lot more down the road in other lessons. Specifically for reviews, if I've helped you think of a way that you can incentivize people for reviews, if you think you're going to put that plan into action right now and you're excited about ranking higher on reviews, please leave me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. It does help me reach more chiropractors and more healthcare entrepreneurs. I'm not asking for money here. All I'm asking for is a like and a subscribe. I would love it if you did that. And please stay tuned to the next episodes or the next classes here. We're going to talk a lot more about referrals, and I'm going to actually open up my computer and walk you through how to make some social media posts that are driven for referrals.